All right, Shalom. I want to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone who rule well, teach well. Much respect to you, brothers, labor worldwide in truth and sincerity, and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, the ones that's believing on the words of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. This your brother Dawada, coming at you with another quick lesson. Lord willing, is edifying. Now, the brother uh, Tazawam Salakia, the brother Tazayawan had shared an article with the brothers regarding 501c3. What they are allowed to teach, what they are not allowed to teach. And I want to touch on this, and expose exactly why, they're not able to teach the doctrine of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, which is what? The spirit of prophecy. Matter of fact, let's get that right quick. And this shouldn't be too long of a lesson, but hey, we'll go with the spirit. So, give me 1 second. Let me bring up the precept. Make sure we're sharing it. Okay. So these other camps are not what? Teaching the spirit of prophecy. Okay. This is revelation. And that's why they can't go into what they call conspiracy theories, which is part of the scriptures. All right. This is Revelation chapter 19 and verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren which have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So that's why you don't see these camps going into different so-called conspiracy theories, because they don't have what? The spirit of Yahushua. All right. Now let's get some of this information on this 501c3. Okay. Because when I read it, it actually, blew my mind because of the things that I didn't realize that all detailed inside this certain thing that was set up by Lyndon B. Johnson. Now, let's get this. It says, what are the results when a church incorporates and surrenders itself to the jurisdiction of the state? Yeah, they're now part of the state. When you receive that tax ID exemption, is a certain doctrine that you have to teach, a certain doctrine that you can't teach. Okay? It says the church is no longer considered a real institution. You see? The church is no longer considered a real institution, but it goes through a transformation and becomes a fictitious state created person or institution. The church comes under the jurisdiction of the state and therefore surrenders its headship to the state. The church's chief officers become official representatives of the state by virtue of their corporate charter, right? It says, and that charter is making a covenant with them, okay? It says the church must open its books and all practices to the investigation of the state. That's why if you brothers ever went to an IUIC meeting, they make you write down your name, your number, your address. They even get your driver's license. Why? So they can report this to the state, man. They're mandated. They have to do this. It says the church must open its books and all practices to the investigation of the state. This would include church membership rolls, Christian school records, regulations on all functions of the church and any of its ministries. Uh, church financial records, including all tithing records, see, names, addresses, and amounts. Well, they got to have that on deck, right? Says ministers and churches in courts of law are considered wards of the state by virtue of their charter, including all church members, adults, and children. The transformation of the church from reality to fiction, right? And you can look this guy up, Kenneth Tauber, PhD, right? Now, this is from Congressman Emmanuel Cleaver, all right? It says, we are going to first of all equip them with the information they need to know about what they can say and about what they cannot say in the church. That would violate the 501c statutes with the IRS, you see. Now, let's get some of this information. Expose conspiracies. You see that? Expose conspiracies. And that's been a hot topic as of late. These conspiracies and so-called conspiracy theories. Why they're trying to paint people who have conspiracies as a nut, right? And I have some information queued up from these so-called Israelite camps, man, who refuse to teach what the mark of the beast is, which is the RFID microchip, man. Okay, let's bring it up because you had a one was a street teaching, all right, and another was what General Yohana spewing madness. Let's make sure we sharing this. Hey, and Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua, Barakatah to the brothers and sisters on the comment board and those that'll come in afterward. Yahweh Bahashem Barakatah Shalom. Okay, now make sure this audio is going to play. Make sure that because you're going to have to hear this information. Okay, here we go. Okay. That brother just simply asked if the mark of the beast of it is here. Matter of fact, let's go back. How is the mark of the now? He's going to trying to say that the mark of the beast is seen. He says you're living under the mark of the beast now. You don't have any fringes on, right? This is what these people are telling our people, which is not the spirit of prophecy. Okay, the mark of the beast is America's traditions. The mark of the beast is a mindset. This is what they are spewing, but they are strictly commanded by the state not to teach what is the true mark of the beast. I'm gonna go back. Let me stop sharing this. Let's go back to that 501c3. Okay, let's share it again because these counts are clearly going off. Okay, again, it says 501c3 Christian churches, ministries, and organizations may not do the following. You see, expose conspiracies, right? Criticize the New World Order, say or publish any negative about any politician or Democrat. You see that? So with them being strictly commanded, because they try and say that the mark of the beast is what? It's a conspiracy. Okay? And that's why they're not exposing the truth behind it. And this guy plainly says that what? The mark of the beast was what? A mindset? Let's listen to this again. Pure vomit, man. Okay? You see that? That guy said buy or sell. You can't buy or sell with a mindset, man. You can't repent from the mark of the beast. These guys supposed to be the teachers though. Okay. And oh man, they spelled revelations wrong. I just noticed that. See that? That's a spirit because they don't have a revelation. They don't have a revelation of Yahweh Shai. Wow, that's crazy. But once again, these guys don't understand, what is the spirit of prophecy. They have no clue. And why is that? It's because they up under that 501c3 charter. All right, well they're not able to expose the things prevalent to the new world order. Okay, let's listen a little bit more of this vomit, and we'll get the next vomit worthy contestant come up. How can you buy and sell with that? You see how he completely skirted what the brother wanted to go into? You know why? Because these guys are under the vibration and under contract with Esau Edom. Okay? Now, let's go back to this information regarding this 501c3. Okay? Because these guys cannot tell the truth, man. They're constrained. Okay? It says again, what they cannot do expose conspiracy theories, criticize the New World Order, say or publish anything negative about any politician, Republican or Democrat, criticize government agencies or bureaus, criticize an institution of government such as the White House, the Congress, Federal Reserve Board, right? Even though this is a private corporation, yeah, the Federal Reserve Board is a private corporation. It says order Supreme Court, right? It says what? Expose or criticize the new age movement, right? Which is what? The LGBT, all right? It says support or encourage law abiding citizens militia, right? Which who does that? Well, it's ISUPK, man. All right. Says what else? Discourage women from getting an abortion or endorse pro life movement, right? Says express an opinion on any subject or issue. Let's see what else we have here. It says, and you see, these guys still, you very rarely hear them talk about this, all right? The 1948ers, okay? Exposing the wickedness of them. What else we have here? Says, okay, let's see. Lord willing, I'll lead us in the description box. All right. It says, what else we have here? Church must advocate and support racial integration. Says may not engage in activities opposing pornography. May not support legislation saying children belongs to parents rather than the state. I believe that's it. All I want on that. All right. Now the conclusion of this, it says the whole conclusion of showing this information is to inform you that the world to inform the world and reveal the truth about the 501c3. We have been heavily deceived by 501c corporations masquerading as churches out there. You see that? Masquerading as churches out there, man. Okay? Hey, Shalom. Yahaba Shabakatah, Shalom. All right. Now I want to go back to these videos, man. Because it's been this way. And it's going to continue to be this way until Yahweh Shah come and take these wicked 2/3 out the map, man. All right. Let's go back here and share this. Damn it. Salakia. Let me share this audio. Okay. He still has not answered the question on what to buy and sell. As you can see, he can't. Now, we already know about this guy. Everybody should know about this guy. Lord willing, it'll play. Always something. See that? Take the vaccine shot. Stop listening to all these conspiracy theories out here, right? Well, we just showed where you can't expose conspiracy theories, right? You can't bring out the truth of the Bible if you take the 501c3. Tell that to all them folks who got Bell's palsy. Tell that to the people who done dropped dead from this vaccine. Okay? See? These guys, it's plain to see who the Lord Yahweh Shah is dealing with. Hey, Shalom Akim, Yahweh Shah Brakatah, Shalom Akwaf, Yahweh Shah Brakatah. Okay? Now, this was prophesied about. Okay? That's how you know we're at the end of this thing, man. We almost home. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 5 and verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that set up snares. They set a trap. They catch men. Yeah, those are traps, man. Telling you that the mark of the beast is a mindset. Telling you that the mark of the beast is white women or embargo or sin. That's a trap. It's trying to get you to go of the way it came. Trying to get you caught up in the destruction. Okay? Let's go to the book. And it's always been like this. Let's go to John chapter 11, verse 48. Okay? This is John 11. You know what? Let's start up. Oh, look at that. Conspiracy to kill Yahweh Shai. So, conspiracy is all through the scriptures, man. Conspiracy to kill Yahweh Shai, right? Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees and Salakia. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, what do we for this man doeth many miracles? And if we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans will come, Slakia shall come and take away both our place and nation. That's what you're seeing with General Yohana and Bishop Nate. They don't want their place taken away by the Romans. That's why they're not bringing out the full gospel, man. That's why they trying to say these are all conspiracy theories. Okay? That's what they was going into. And it's plain. Right? Let's go to the book of Psalms. Okay? Because once again, conspiracy is all through the scriptures. All right? See that? Prayer for deliverance from secret enemies. You see that? This is Psalm 64 and 1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Who was that? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Let's get this word. Let's get a couple words. Secret counsel, right?
Strong's H 5475. Sold.
Right? Council assembly, assembly company, secret council, familiar, converse, intimacy, right? Let's see. It's not much on that. Let's get another word. But that's what we're dealing with, man. These guys are strictly in bed with who? the workers of iniquity, right? Matter of fact, because that didn't give me too much. But what is a secret council? It's a conspiracy. All right, they're working in secret to overthrow the righteous. See, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. You see, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? So when General Yohana, all right, told you to take the vaccine, telling you that the RFID microchip is, by his words, the embargo of sin, right? He's laying a snare privately. He's getting men caught up. Hey, Shalom, yeah, Shalom. Well, this is what you're dealing with. All right, these guys are constrained by the 501c3. They can't bring out the true truth of the scriptures. All right, let's go to Ezekiel. Say this wasn't meant to be too long. No, straight and to the point. Just exposing these false prophets. Because why? The Lord said He was going to be this way in the last days. Let me bring that up. That's how you know everything is coming to a head. All right. Now back in Ezekiel chapter 22, and let's start at 23. And the word of the Lord Yahweh Shai came unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto her, Thou art the land that is not cleansed, nor rain upon in the day of indignation. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof. Yeah. Bishop Nate and all his men likewise. Okay. General Yohana and all his men likewise. Even what a so-called comfort, he'd have been taken off the map. You got GOCC. All right. These guys are false prophets, and they have a conspiracy in the midst of Israel, man, to teach you wayward doctrine to have you go off. All right. It says, like a roaring lion, raving the prey, they have devoured souls, you see? They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof. Her priests have violated my law, yeah. Saying you can get a prick is violating the law, Yahweh Shah. They have profaned my holy things, and you know what? Nate said that too. All right? Why? Because they're not going against the state, man. Okay, they're in bed with them. It says they have put no difference between the holy and profane. You see, neither have they showed difference between between the unclean and the clean. They have hid their eyes from my Sabbath, and and I am profane among them. Yeah, these guys don't teach that the new moon constitutes the Sabbath. All right, these guys teach Friday night, Saturday night. Like we don't have the precepts to show you that the Sabbath is supposed to be dictated by the new moon. Okay, they laying snares and traps for you. Right? Again, it says, neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbath, and I am profane among them, you see? And that's what these guys do. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves raving the prey to shed blood and to destroy souls to get dishonest gain. And that's what they doing. Getting dishonest gain, man. All right? That's what they want. Money. All right? That's why they have the huge congregation as they do. And our prophets have dubbed them with untempered mortar, seeing vanity and divining lies unto them. You see? Saying that the mark of the beast is a mindset is a lie. And we can go through the precepts, man. Okay? We've done countless videos regarding this. Saying, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh shall power. when the Lord have not spoken, you see? And the Lord is not talking to these guys, man. All right? You got to come out of the ways of Babylon the Great, but you can't be following these wicked men. Matter of fact, let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's go to First Maccabees. Okay? Because these guys, man, they going off, and it's not even funny. Okay? It's actually disgusting, and it makes you mad. Is this what I wanted? No, Salakia. We'll come back though. I wanted to get First Maccabees. First Maccabees, because that which has been is that which shall be, and there is no new thing under the sun. Absolutely. All right. First Maccabees. Make sure we share. Okay. First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days there were out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we have departed from them, we have had much sorrow. What is this covenant? That covenant is that 501c3, man. All right. What the Lord said, your covenant with death shall be annulled. Let's go with that. Right? And these guys, man, and it's all of the will you how about shall, but it still vexes you. All right. Why? Because we have love for our people. And we don't want to see, Israel destroyed as a whole. All right, that's what all the prophets, man. But the Lord had to make us hard toward them. Okay, had to make our face hard toward them, so we will in that day not have that compassion. All right, covenant with death. Bear with me. Okay. All right. We got that pulled up. Now let's go back to First Maccabees. Let's read it again. First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward therein that they went to the king, who gave them license. What's a license? Let's look that word license up. Let's do a simple Google definitions. Who gave them license, right? Define license. All right. Now, let me share this with you. It says they gave them license. Okay, here we go. License. License. It says a permit from an authority to own or use something, do a particular thing, or carry on a trade. All right, let's get some similar words. Permit, certificate, okay, document, documentation, authorization, warrant, voucher, certification, credentials. Let's see, verb, grant a license to one. See the similar words. Says permit, allow, authorize. So they've been allowed, all right, to get tax-free exemptions for not teaching the whole truth, right? Warrant, certify, accredit, empower, entitle, enable, validate. Oh, charter. Hey, 501c charter, right? That was just being. Charter says a written grant by a country's legislation or sovereign power by which a body such as a company, college, or city is founded and its rights and privileges defined. You see that? Oh, covenant. Look at that. You've made a covenant with the heathen, with this 501c3. Okay? And the Lord is going to require that of you, man. All right? Let's go back to, matter of fact, let's go ahead and go to Isaiah. Because that's what they've done. They've made a covenant with the heathen. You take that 501c3, you can't teach the whole gospel, man. All right? You're constrained. This is Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 15. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, right? And who is death? Esau Edom, as hell and death, and cannot be satisfied. Because ye have said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. And that's what you see in these guys. Under falsehood have they hid themselves. But the Lord has warned you, man. Okay? And there's gonna come a time where the true prophets of the Lord is gonna be known. Matter of fact, let's get that. All right? Because these words are gonna come to pass. Why? Because the Lord, Yahweh Shah declared it. All right? Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 30. Also, thy son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear the word that cometh from the Lord, cometh forth from the Lord, Yahweh Shah. And they say unto thee, and they say unto thee, as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. And lo, thou art unto them as a lovely song, one that have a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. Then Yahweh shall say, we'll pipe to you and you have not danced. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. Yeah, they ain't doing the words here. How about y'all? We've broken this down countless times, but they still being rebellious, right? And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them. Yeah, when this thing is truly mandated and made known, then you're gonna know that a prophet have been among you, man. All right, it's no longer gonna be said that oh, this is a conspiracy theory. No, it's going to come to pass. Okay, thus said the Lord Yahweh Shah. All right, let's get some of the scriptures out the comment board. Hey, and Tawada for tuning in. Tawada for your precepts. And let's matter of fact, let's get this first. I want to show this one more time. Then we'll get your precepts and we'll close it out. All right. This article says what 501c3 exposed. Right. And once again, it was made by Lyndon B. Johnson. All right, he wrote this into law because had some non-profits coming up against him, right? And this is a big racist devil. Had some non-profits coming up against him that and his liberal agenda, as it were. Matter of fact, let's just read a little bit. It says in 1954, Johnson was faced with re-election to the Senate and was being aggressively opposed by two non-profit anti-communist groups that were attacking Johnson's liberal agenda. In retaliation, Johnson inserted language into the IRS code that prohibited non-profits, including churches, from endorsing or opposing candidates for political office. In effect, Senator Johnson used the power of the Go Along Congress and the IRS to silence his opposition. Unfortunately, it worked. In some, Johnson's staff claimed that Johnson never intended to go after churches, only the two non-profits in Texas. Says nevertheless, his slight amendment to the tax code affected every church in America. And once you get that tax ID exemption, you are under this same vibration. You have made a covenant with death. All right? We went over that. Let's get this main thing. It says 501c3 churches, ministries, organizations may not do the following, right? Expose conspiracies, criticize the New World Order. You can't make this up. Say or publish anything negative about any politician or Republican or Democrat. Do they say now you can go countless videos. These guys are talking about food drives and marriage. That's what they talking about, man. They don't go into prophecy. Why? Because they don't have the spirit of Yahweh Shah on them, man. And it's plain. Like I said, Lord willing, I'll put that in the comment board. All right. Let's get some of these precepts. The brother Prince of Yahweh, Jeremiah 4 and 22. For my people are foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. Yeah, they stupid. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil. To, to do good, they have no knowledge. Yeah, and they have no knowledge doing good at all. Point blank, period, man. Okay? Same brother, Jeremiah 3 and 15. Yeah, and that's what the Lord has done, man. Starting with our apostles and elders on down, He's raised up men to feed us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, to go into these prophecies, to break these things down, man. This is same brother Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. See? That's what the Lord has raised up. All right. Brother Fisher turned Hunter, Amos 9 and 11, Psalms 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel. Let me see. We put a. Okay, that's good. They have taken crafty counsel against our people. They have consulted against our hidden ones. Okay, he did put it up. Okay, so like it. Let's start here. It says, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against our people. They have consulted against our hidden ones, yeah, all these other nations. And when you go with these other nations, guess what? You have actually declared to be with those other nations, man. You're not declaring to be with Yahweh Shah. And that brought up a precept to why the Yahweh Shah that we were holding. I knew it was something. Let's go back. Because what the Lord said in the last days, right? Is we were going to see these things. Let's share it, and we'll go back to the comment board. Hey, and Tawada for tuning in. Tawada for your precepts. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Right? The words of Yahweh Shai, our Savior, our Lord. All right, let's make this red letter. It says Matthew chapter 24. You know what? I'm gonna get to the point, and you can read this on your own. But this is the disciples asking, what would be the signs of Yahweh Shai coming back? Okay, let's start at verse 24. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall arise and deceive many. You see, these guys have arise and deceive many. Didn't the Lord say the deceive and the deceive are his? It was really the game plan of Yahweh Shai, drawing away those unwanted souls, man. And we know that through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shai, that it's some men and women in those congregations that are going to eventually come up out of that, and start serving the Lord in spirit and in truth. All right. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this is how we know we're at the end. And this gospel, this one particular gospel, right? And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So we're at the end of this thing, man. All right, let's go back to the comment board, see what we got. Prince of Yahweh, Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Yeah, the ones who know the Israelites, man. Very unruly and vain talkers. I see the brother put a put a link up on the comment board. Let's see if we can get that. Okay. Good news about God.net studies spiritual. Okay, Khan, Tawada. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check that out. It's not allowing me to actually click on that link. Matter of fact, let's see. In 1 second. Let me see if I can bring that link up. Yeah, man. And the Lord is exposing these, man. Okay? And it's beautiful. Because, we're at the end of this thing. All these things are playing out beautifully. Let's see if we can bring this up. Okay. All right. All right, we got it. There it is. This shit is. Beautiful. The water, brother. This shit is. That's how I ain't meant to make it too long, but hey, you know how the spirit go. Where are you? I just brought it up. Okay, here it is. Tax exemption organizations. All right, let's make sure we sharing it. Beautiful. All right. It says the government owns and runs your churches and its doctrines. You see that? 501c3 tax exemption organization. And that's plain, man. If you look in the bottom right of that thumbnail, you'll see IUIC, ISUBK. You'll see who else? The so-called comforter, which is dead. You'll see GOCC. You'll see all those guys, man. See that? Let's see. This is plain, man. All right. And for you guys who have eyes to see and ears to hear, man, you better get out of those camps, man. All right. Now y'all got that link. So I want y'all to say that link that the brother put on the comment board. Oh, you see that? The churches have a mandatory exception for filing taxes, but they got to follow what the IRS said they can teach, man. See that? When a church accepts the 501c3, that church waives its freedom of speech, freedom of religion, waives its right to influence legislatures and legislations by craft, waive its constitutional guaranteed rights, is no longer to speak is no longer free to speak to the vital issues of the day. That's why these guys are always talking about marriage. Marriage. We lockstep and and marching. When it's talking about the thermonuclear missiles for the tennis place up, says become controlled by a spirit of fear that if it doesn't toe the line with the IRS, it will lose its tax exemption status. And that's what you see IUIC and ISUBK doing. They toe the line. They'll cross it, then they'll come back. They'll cross it, then they'll come back. So they won't lose that tax ID exemption, man. All right? Because it's all about what? Gain. It's all about filthy lucre. Okay? Let's go back to the comment board. Uh, let's read this again. Prince of Yahweh, Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. That's right. Brother Fisher turned Hunter, Amos 9 and 11, Matthew 24 and 24. For there shall arise false Mashiachs and false prophets, and shall show great wonders, show great signs and wonders, in so much, if it were possible, yeah, if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But the Lord said it's not possible for them to. All right. I see the brother had the next verse, verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not. That's right. For filthy lucre, you see? And they teaching that wayward doctrine for filthy lucre's sake. All right? The same brother. First Corinthians 14 and 38. But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. That's right, man. They've gone the way of Cain. All right? For Fisher turned Hunter, First Timothy 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. That's right. Let's see what else we got here. Beautiful. Hey, Shalom, Yahabashah Shabbat Shalom. Same brother, Titus 1 and 15. Unto the pure all things are pure, but unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. That's why they can't get it. Because their mind and conscience is defiled. After all the precepts, all the breakdowns we done brought out, man, they can't get that the RFID mark chip is the mark of the beast. Brother GMS in the Truth Orlando, Micah 3 and 11, the heads thereof judge for reward, you see, and the priests thereof teach for hire. These spirits got to be back, man. They got to receive their judgment. And the prophets thereof divide for money, yet will they lean upon the Lord Yahweh Shah and say, is not the Lord among us? Yeah, that's what they say. None evil can come upon us. Yeah, he done already backtracked and say he didn't say it was no Jacob's trouble. Now he done backtracked. We talking about you, Bishop Nate. All right, but you did say that to that Benjamite man when you was on his show. Okay, it's on record. This is same brother, Jeremiah 6 and 14. They have healed also the hurt of my daughter, of my people, slightly saying peace, peace, when there is no peace. Yeah, there's not going to be any peace, man. You can't make it here in America. This place is going down. You can't set no foothold here, man. This is not your rest. Matter of fact, let's get that and we'll close it out. This is not our rest, man. All right, it's polluted. You can't pitch your tent here, okay? This place is done for. It's over with. Make sure we sharing it. Okay. Once again, the water for tuning in, the water for your precepts, and to the Aquaf, the water for sitting in order in the background listening. Okay. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. You see, this place is polluted. It's going to destroy you with a sword destruction. So why even pinch your tear here? All right, that's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide in truth and in sincerity. And shalom and blessings to the hopeful elect, the ones that's believing on the words of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua. I see Elder Manata Zabak just went live, and see, that's the spirit. The Lord had me close out. All right, all y'all can migrate over to the elder, and get more fed. All right, like me. So the water for tuning in, shalom, and may the blessing of election rest upon all your households. Shalom.